Shrinking is a brand new comedy drama on Apple TV that might be one of the biggest surprises of the year. The show, co-created by the man behind Ted Lasso and Scrubs, is a refreshing take on grief, loss, and therapy.
Don't leave your car here?
I'm a white guy in Pasadena. The cops will probably just take it back to my house for me.
Must be nice.
Shrinking stars Jason Segel in the leading role of Jimmy, a therapist who has recently lost his wife. In Jimmy's attempt at dealing with his own grief, he starts telling his clients exactly what he thinks instead of beating around the bush.
But then...
Leave him or I'm done being your therapist.
The difference results in massive changes to their lives, as well as his, as he attempts to come to terms with the loss of his wife, whilst being a father. Hoping to keep him in line, senior colleague slash boss slash sort of friend Paul, played by Harrison Ford, has his hands full and a unique role for the actor.
They just all act so immature.
Well, they are immature. They're teenagers. They haven't been through what you've been through.
Well, then they're lucky.
For now.
Shrinking is created by Bill Lawrence, Jason Segel, and Brett Goldstein, who famously plays Roy Kent on Ted Lasso.
Fuck!
The show plays quite similar to those that Lawrence has had success with in the past, like Scrubs, Ted Lasso, and the massively underrated Spin City. Like Scrubs, the show takes a head-on look at the profession of being a therapist. Segel's Jimmy is massively affected, as we all would be, by the unexpected loss of his wife. In it, he loses himself and the attention of his talented but desperate for a parental figure daughter, Alice. The show works in various ways of being dramatic without being overly so. It also finds ways to be hilarious without necessarily forcing it either. I was a bit hesitant going into the show with Segel leading the way. I have nothing wrong with Segel, but wasn't sure it would be a role I could see him in. Jimmy is the main character, with the show's narrative built around his new discovery towards therapy. Which, I'm not a therapist, but I'm not exactly sure this is a new way of thinking in therapy. Jimmy is an interesting character, and his way of dealing with grief is completely understandable. He's a mess, and in it starts losing responsibility in fatherhood. The show does enough to justify Jimmy's reasoning and bring humanity to his pain, as well as give equal understanding to his daughter's point of view. The writing does enough to add earnest thinking towards dark mindsets and painful subjects like loss and moving on after loss. As the pressure and the heat in the show rises, the show lets off to give you enough comedy to pull back those tears. In a much different role for the seasoned actor, Harrison Ford is spectacular as Paul.
You gotta be kidding.
Well, Jimmy, sorry for always being so hard on you. It's only because I love you. All my heart.
I don't talk like that.
Now, I'll admit, sometimes, and I mean, let's be honest, it's most of the time, it feels like the scene is going and someone just says, "Hey, Harrison, just say whatever you want."
And you don't make that face.
I have been, not great.
Oh, shit. Now I want a donut.
He is the usual grumpy self, with layers of coded secrecy that demand more attention. However, Ford's tough exterior soon reveals this nugget of care that gives Ford plenty to do with. His grumpiness is just downright hilarious, as is the show's ability to make you laugh when you least expect it.
Why not?
Because they'll make a big fucking deal out of it. You don't want to hug me or something.
Sometimes the humor doesn't exactly work for me, and that could just be some of the playful banter between Gabby, a fellow colleague to Jimmy, and Jimmy himself.
Whoa. I did this like a cartoon,
That's
Paul.
crazy. Well, no.
I didn't do anything.
Ooh, you gonna get it.
Don't say ooh.
Sometimes it runs a little long and can feel, it's fine, I guess, but I mean, I'll give you an example of it.
Do you have a TV where you can just watch tennis
Is it
matches
one of the
with
old
people?
ones, the deep old square ones that are very heavy?
Like a Zenith?
Shrinking is only 2 episodes in, and has already left quite an impression on me. The show is well shot and has plenty of heart in its wonderful script. The show goes head on into uncomfortable territory and somehow walks that tightrope of being hilarious whilst giving you that lump in your throat. I'm pleasantly surprised and can say it is well worth your time. As usual, thanks for watching, and check out my other recommendation for something good to watch. And I'll see you on the next one.